kickoff. And young Liam Ackland out here on the wings, hearing a few of the locals here, giving him some support as he played down here at the Hibiscus Coast Raiders over the last couple of seasons. Turning out to be a boomer day here at Stanmore Bay. And the whistle's on.
So into it we go. And what could shape as an important match, particularly for Mangere East if they had to qualify through for that top pool here. And we will do our very best to bring you updates as we get closer to playoff times. Got all the results up on aucklandleague.co.nz as well, so jump on and keep an eye on the regularly updated blog on there as well, as Mangere East get us back underway and straight into it with a good run up over halfway.
Trying to slow it down. Oh, great step.
Mangere East into open space, and they will open the scoring here. This is via the fullback, Foniteka Lalinga, who goes through and dots down right next to the Sportsafe upright.
This looked fantastic on the Sportsafe replay. So they were trying to slow that, play the ball down. They were lying all over him. He managed to get it. Quick play the ball, and from here he just summed this up, and off the left foot there, bang, straight through the two of them. And just too much pace at that point. Nobody in the sweeper position, and he'd gone.
He's got a good build for backline positions. Strong and lanky as the kick goes over as well. So Mangere East lead 6-0 over the Mount Albert Lions inside the opening 2 minutes.
Mangere East coached by Richie Blackmore, his first season at the Hawks for the 2019 Fox campaign.
Mark Graham now straight off the kickoff. Graham with one to beat. Cover coming across now for Mangere East, and it's a brilliant tackle by Lalinga, who backs it up after scoring the try just seconds ago. But Mark Graham, boy, he is a lethal player. He was excellent at the Nines last year. And backing that up here now with a really good run there. That's Connor Gemmell bumping the ball forward. There's space on the left edge here, Mount Albert. Nice little ball back on the inside to Roderick. And they're going to score here. Roderick Tahuvalu will score and hit straight back for Mount Albert, but put it down to the brilliance of Mark Graham. Straight off the kickoff, steps his way through and puts his side on the front foot.
So as Corey said, all of the damage was done earlier in play. And what we're seeing here is the back end of it now is Mount Albert just spread it across the field. Nice little inside pass and just too much strength up top here. And that close to the line, he wasn't going to be stopped. So great support play, good finish, and just what the Mount Albert Lions needed to stay in the match. So, you know, the right to reply, and they did it straight away.
And it looks like that kick was all good. And so 6-all is the score. And just as fast as they went behind there, Mount Albert, the perfect reply.
They claw one back.
Ackland gets us back underway. A bouncer, which is just about floats up into the hands of the waiting Mount Albert player. Instead is diffused. Now Mangere East.
This looks dangerous.
Go looking for further points again. Need to be careful here and wise to step back in the field of play and get to ground quickly.
Oh, yeah. Managed to keep that on his fingertips.
Lalinga is the dummy half. Shuffles play on now and they come back towards the middle. Haven't gone a long way forward so far in this set though. Henry Pay runs in behind his own player, and that's an obstruction.
Not a bad kick.
Back underway from Amiachu. The offload out the back. 30 out from the line here, Mount Albert. What do they have in attack? So a nicely constructed try the last time they had the footy. Can they put something together again? 15 out from the line now. Amiachu is the dummy half. Ackland has to go down low to receive and does so. Graham, quick hands out the back. Where's a shot for his troubles? And now they work back towards the middle of the park here, Mount Albert. Looking the goods on the footy all of a sudden. Ackland is the dummy half. He will go short side. Graham floats one out the back. Comes back towards the middle of the park. A little flick back in and Gemmell will score. Connor Gemmell. Referee points to the spot and he gives the Mount Albert Lions the lead. Just nice side-to-side footy there from the Lions, and in the end, Connor Gemmell is the man to finish it off.
No. Waved away.
So in the background, the kick is waved away. Just another second look here. Nice little flick pass out the back there, and then Gemmell just had to bravely squeeze between a couple of falling Mangere East players to get over the line and give his team a 4-point lead here. 6 minutes gone at Stanmore Bay Reserve. The last of our live-streamed pool games.
Be interesting to see how the Mangere East Hawks respond now. I think this is probably the first time we've seen them under pressure today.
Yep, you're quite right, and as we head towards playoff time, these are the kind of games they're going to encounter. There won't be too many points in it come half-time as they work the ball forward now. And the first carry is from Louis Lahingoa. Jacob Tamua, the former Roosters SG ball player. Now they come through the middle through Robertson, who is ankle tapped, and probably just as well for Mount Albert because it was looking promising there. He's into a little half gap. Robertson told to go back and play again. Rory Ropati joining in there to take him down. Henry Pay, the dummy half. Jumps out and says, I'll have a carry myself. Breaks out a one and gets an offload away. Lalinga going sideways, but backwards as well here, Mangere East. Lalinga puts a ball in over the top. Regathers now. Lalinga is into open space, and he will run it in all the way. There is a chase from Liam Ackland, but he won't get there. What about that? Brilliant school from Fonitika. Lalinga chips the ball in over the top. Gets the job done, and he will be the man to attempt the conversion as well afterwards as the kick goes over and back play. But let's just talk you through this replay because really there was nothing on at this point. Puts the kick in over the top, and at this point you wonder what he's doing. Well, clearly he knows exactly what he's doing. Regathers it, and look at the smile straight away. At this point he knows he is in. And despite Ackland coming across, and a credit to Liam Ackland who has given a couple of really spirited chases on runaways that we have seen today.
Carbon copy of the very first try. Oh, he heard them. So they're going to tap and go, and that's it.
So while the replay was playing in the background, Mangere East were offside from the kickoff, which means it's Mangere East's, Mount Albert's ball, I should say. Not long to go in the half now. Ackland picks up a loose ball and crabs across field. He was desperate for an offload there to Ropati, who was waiting in the wings. Graham goes to the short side, but instead they're going to run the middle, and big contact in the middle of the park. It's the 15, Sione Talisa. Last play of the half. Ropati to the line. Don't think he'll be able to get the offload away, and we'll die on the footy.
Is he on the line?
It's going to be a try, I think. No, it's not.
No try.
We'll go to the half. Locked up at 10 points apiece. Mangere East and Mount Albert. Mount Albert desperately appealing that one.
Sorry, mate.
And there's not going to be any overturning of it here. Mark Graham's in there having a word to him, but we're going to get to the sheds.
Well, it certainly looked like there was an intensive negotiation going on there as it went backwards and forwards for a few moments. So we've got a locked up game here, 10 each. And Corey's just requested a score check on that one. Mount Albert are into the huddle with John Ackland, their head coach, and Richie Blackmore is just about to address the Mangere East Hawks now. So at the halftime break, it's 10-all. Been some fabulous tries here from both teams. Papa's been outstanding for the Mangere East Hawks. Liam Ackland's been busy with the Mount Albert Lions, directing traffic. Been all over the park. And the sun has come out and it's turned out to be a... I can't read that, mate. As I say that to everybody on the live stream. Live stream brought to you by CTAS and the ARL. Sponsored by Sportsafe as we bring you the nines for the 2019 season.
There are a few results we can confirm, ladies and gentlemen. The Hibiscus Coast Raiders are the winners of Pool Blue, which means the Howick Hornets are the runners-up in Pool Blue. Mangere will finish third in that pool, and Newland fourth. In Pool White, it's just too close to call right now as we're at half-time in one of the crunch clashes from that one, so we will look to get you that. But what we can tell you is Hibiscus and Howick are through to the top tier, and Mangere and Newland to contest the plate.
Boys coming back onto the field. Mount Albert's already set, ready to rock and roll.
And has been just an adjustment to the scoreboard from the first half, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise if the scoreboard occasionally gets a little out. Things happen so fast in the nines. Can be a little hard to keep track of down here at ground level, but it is a Mangere East Hawks, I am told, that lead by 2 points in this one as Mark Graham takes an age to pick that one up, but then gets up and does some damage, shifts the ball on, and that's gone out. Boy, that is a poor start from the Mount Albert Lions.
John's pulling out the last parts of his hair that's in his head. I'll probably get a text from Marie Ackland very shortly.
So I'm not too sure exactly what the call was there, ladies and gentlemen. We've lost comms with the referee, but in a game that just keeps on giving, Mangere East have somehow got the ball back after Mount Albert originally had it. So now it is the Hawks who will work down the left-hand side.
Still squeezing that left side.
Henry Pay, he will go close. Tackled well, though, with Ropati underneath. Lahingoa, little change of direction. They flick the ball back to keep it alive. Mangere East looking for their third try. A forward jumps out of dummy half. Now to Tamua. Look out, Jacob Tamua. He is full of strength. And it takes three to bring him down, and then even then they get the offload away. Now Lalinga into open space. Is this going to be another try for the lanky fullback? No, it is not. Held up over the line. Swan getting there late, and it's a brilliant tackle underneath by Gemmell, who dead set saves his team a try there, Connor Gemmell. They'll work the short side now. Robertson, met by Graham. And that'll do it. So good defence, Mount Albert Lions. Some early pressure in this second half, but they have all the answers so far, and we'll play this ball now 5 metres off their own line. This is Luke O'Neill. Graham jumps out of dummy half, clutches straight at the head. I wonder if he They've picked up a loose elbow or knee there. Play on is the call, and now Mount Albert looking to promote a bit of second phase. Big Swan takes it to the line. Ackland directing traffic. Gemmell is out at second receiver right now.
Big hole here.
They work through the middle now. Offload to Ackland. Ackland now looking to accelerate through. Tackled well down low though. Work down the left. Here's a really good carry from Amiachu.
Scrambling now.
Think the little kick in behind. Graham's chasing. Ball's going to beat everyone and go dead. But enterprising stuff from the Mount Albert Lions, who are starting to look really, really comfortable on the ball now as we get to the back end of the day. So Mangere East will restart play here, 10 metres off their own line. And we'll go back and do that one again. Offload out the back. Lalinga just manages to hold on to it. 40 out from the line now, Mangere East. He's got cramp. And that will stay down here. So, a brief pause in this one.
Break on the traffic here. Restarts on. No, referee wasn't happy.
Lalinga still stretching out the cramp. So eventually we get back to it. And this looks like Tamua would defend. Gets rid of one. I don't think I've ever seen him tackled first time, Jacob Tamua. He's a beast of a man. Played SG ball for the Roosters and was in the development squad for the Highlanders in the 15-a-side code as well. Henry Pay to the line, and he desperately wanted an offload there, and hanging on his shoulder was Manu. Not going to get it this time, though. Now a long driving kick. It's in behind. Graham's back to clean it up. What can he do on the kick return? He's been pretty good at them so far in this tournament. Graham looks up and then hands off back to the middle of the park. Mount Albert trailing by 2. Ackland. Mount Albert now work the short side. Brown gets the offload away. That's going to be Ford, I would think. Yes, it is. And it dies off there for the Lions. And both these teams starting to look really tired now at this point of the day. In the background there, Richie Blackmore watching on along with Philip Tasmania. The Brains Trust at the Mangere East Hawks. Pay short at the line, brings Manu into it. Manu loose and is tackled by his opposite number, Tino Poi. Now they get to a quick play of the ball. Henry Pay goes to the line. Driven into the ground. Not long to go in this one now. Mangere East holding on to a slim lead. Manu jumps out of dummy half. Manu still going. Gets the offload away.
Pass.
Lovely stuff from the Mangere East Hawks. That might do it. Manu with the offload. And running it in to score the try is Edwin Molisila-Fai. Let's take a look at the Sportsafe replay to see how that one came about.
As you see, here's the ball carrier gets up off the ground, plays it. Nice little jink out of the dummy half. It looked like he had been tackled there. He broke that first one, held off just enough time to flick it out the back. And a hop, skip and jump over the player. And nice little try.
And the kick is waved away. And so it will remain a 6-point margin here.
How much time on the clock up there, mate?
Game's still on for Mount Albert if they can find the points. Both teams really starting to look very tired, and fair enough, it's been a long day already, and in the case of probably both teams, I would think they're both going to be playing some finals footy here. So back to it we go. Ball bounces up, and solid tackle there as we enter the final minute and a half here at Stanmore Bay Reserve. Ackland clears the ruck. Second phase here, but it spills loose. It is picked up by Molisila-Fai, who will go all the way.
Great try.
That'll do it. They put the exclamation mark on it at the end of the Mangere East Hawks. Edwin Molisila-Fai with his second try in as many minutes picks it off, and the spectacular dive in the corner. Let's take a look on the Sportsafe replay. Mount Albert, well, they had to try something. You can't blame them here. Molisila-Fai just tips that up. Seems to hang in the air for an age, and then he is off to the races. Beats the initial tackler with pace. Stumbles there. Just managed to stay on his feet, and then the big fend. Molisila-Fai diving into the corner and finishes in style.
And I think that hoot is for the other field on number 2, Corey. No, there's our one now.
So that'll do us, ladies and gentlemen, and a rough look at the ladder would suggest I think Mangere East will go through top of their group. We'll bring you confirmation of that as soon as we can, but they win this one 20 points to 10 over the Mount Albert Lions. And a really good game in the end. Had some great skill on display from both teams. We have a little break now as we get into semi-final time, so a chance to go and get yourself something to eat and drink, have a bit of a stretch before we get into the business end, and boy, we've